Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. This is Jyoti Dogra and I'm presenting you the tarot spread for the zodiac sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus for the month of December 16 to 31st. Before starting the reading, let me tell you that I do palmistry, astrology and tarot. I provide online paid consultations for the same. The links of my Facebook page and Instagram will be mentioned in the description box below, so you guys can go there and book a reading with me. And you should also follow me on my Instagram because I post some cool stuff. And if you like this video, you should like it and subscribe and share and everything. You have been supporting and I love you all for that. So yeah, let us start with the zodiac sign of Cancer for the month of December 16 to 31st. In the past position we have the Nine of Swords and the Fool card here, and in the present position we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, and in the future position we have the Star card along with the Page of Swords. Okay, so I'm just showing you the cards. So you can see in the past position we have this Nine of Swords. So this can mean that you have been devastated by a loss. Okay, there was some kind of loss in your relationship or your love life. There was some kind of loss which was very deep. That could mean a physical separation or an emotional separation, or maybe a death also. For some of you, not for everybody, for some of you it can mean that. So there was some kind of loss, okay, and that has really affected you, and you are having this feeling of guilt or despair. Okay, you are either guilty that you have done something, and you are behaving in a very harsh way on yourself. You have been very harsh on yourself. Okay, you are taking all that responsibility for the same on yourself. Okay, and you just you're not letting that go out of your head, and you are having anxiety and sleepless nights because of this. You can see how she's having a sleepless night because of that. So because of this, you just try to you're just continuing to attract the same kind of people that you were attracting in the past, and people who cheat and who lie and who betray you. And this is the kind of cycle which is going on because you are not getting out of your head. You are just blaming yourself, and you're not letting go of something that has happened in the past, and it's still very fresh in your mind, in your memory. It is very fresh, and you feel guilty because of that, and you just blame yourself for that. Okay, but you should stop doing that because it was not your fault. Sometimes it's not our fault. Sometimes the other person is an asshole and you cannot do anything about it. Okay, so there is some kind of grief, or there is some kind of loss that has happened, and it is required for you to heal from this. Okay, unless and until you heal, you cannot move on. Okay, so this is clarified by a jumper that just came out. I just choose one card, but this came out together with this. So it is a Fool card, and what does a Fool card shows is that you should be taking upon the endless opportunities that you're getting in your life. Right now you're so much in your head that you're not even focusing on the opportunities that you're getting in, so that you have to avoid. Okay, you have to take up the opportunities that are coming your way. Okay, and you should surround your heart with some fun and some casual flirt or something can help you. If that can help you, you should get involved in that. That's nothing wrong about it. Okay, you should embrace your inner fool. Okay, with this card it is asking you to become a fool, but that does not mean that you are becoming stupid. There's a difference between that. Okay, you don't have to be stupid. You have to have fun, but then you should know what is good and what is bad for you as well. Okay, so that you don't attract that same kind of shit again in your life. So that is required here. Okay, so you have to take this leap of faith. How he's ready to jump off this cliff. Okay, so you have to take this leap of faith with this card here. Okay, and when you are feeling this feeling of fear, then you should remember that you're not alone. Okay, and if you're being indecisive, that is also one kind of decision, and indecision is also one kind of decision. So you should break free yourself from all of that, so that you can go to the next level. Otherwise you will be all in your head, which you should not. Okay, indecision is the worst kind of decision. Okay, one should have a clarity in life. You should not be stuck, because stagnation is very bad. Then in the present position we have the Eight of Swords, which is very much similar to the Nine of Swords, where you're just becoming a prey to your circumstances. You're very much withheld in your circumstances. You see how her eyes are blindfolded, her hands are also tied behind, and she is just a victim of her circumstances. Okay, so you're not making that decision. You have to make a decision so that you break free yourself from this chains. Okay, by being a fool, but you're not doing that. In the present position still you are stuck up there. Okay, You are just going through a phase where you're completely bound by your circumstances, getting it? So you should avoid doing that. And you feel that you're not capable of getting yourself out of this destructive phase. You feel that you cannot get out of this place. So that is a wrong notion that you have built in your head. Okay, and you feel you are fearing all that pain and that despair that you've gone through. You're fearing all of this. That's why you're not making this decision to get out of this. Okay. And some of you could be going through a breakup, or some of you could also be possibly going through a divorce in your marriage. Comment down and let me know what's going on with you, because I see some kind of despair coming with this. These cards, these energy is very much of a loss, grief, guilt, despair and all of that. Okay, so but you know, some of you want to get a divorce. What it shows here is, if some of you want to get a divorce but you are not having this courage to, you know, make that decision, because you're very much you know, held in your own circumstances, and you feel so comfortable with your fear and your pain and your despair that you are having a fear of being alone. So you are not okay with being alone, but you are okay with suffering. So this is something which is very bad. This phase of stagnation is really bad. You should get out of it. Okay, if something does not feel good, you should be out of it. Okay, otherwise you have to work on that. You cannot be in a phase of stagnation where you're not doing anything for the relationship, but you just you know, letting that affect you, letting that affect your health, your finances, your mental peace and everything, because this card shows some mental distress for sure. So if at all, if you are able to get out of this all by being a fool, by taking that leap of faith, by getting that courage, then in the future position you have the Star card, which is a card of wish fulfillment. So whatever you were looking for will come true only when you take that leap of faith. Okay, so that you have to be very careful. You have to make that decision, only then you will be able to have this Star card moment. Okay, this is asking you to make a decision that you are holding on. This Star card asks you to make the decision which you're holding on for a very long time. Okay, you have to take a step back in the relationship, and you have to see all the positive and negatives, rather than just seeing the, you know, seeing that you can be with someone if you are in this relationship, and not seeing the fact that that person is very toxic just to be with them so that you're not alone. This is not a good thing. Okay, so you have to take the decision which you're holding for a very long time. Okay, most of the time the Star card is a very good card when it comes to relationship, which means that if you have hit a rock bottom in your relationship, that can be worked upon. The things can be mended. Okay, but how will it be mended? Only when you take that chance and you work on that. By sitting idle, by, you know, just sitting and relaxing and seeing and waiting for everything to fall at its own place will not happen. So you have to take that decision. Okay, and you have to, and when will that things happen? When you will make yourself a little available, little open-minded and little vulnerable with this card here. Okay, you have to make yourself available for talks, for discussions. Okay, only then. If you will just hold yourself, then it's not going to happen. Okay, so with Star card, it can also mean that you know, you will be working on your old relationship, and you may also have somebody from the past, because we have the Page of Swords here. Okay, so Page of Sword can very well mean someone from the past can show up. Okay, and you may get a chance to work on the relationships that were that had hit the rock bottom. Okay, and you have to just look at on your own emotions regarding love, and you have to see the areas that you are hurt, so that you do not attract the same kind of shit. Because sometimes what happens is we are hurt, but we don't look towards the reason why we were hurt, and we again get into the same kind of relationship with some other person. Okay, we just repeat that cycle. So you have to be careful that you are not repeating your mistakes, so that you don't get into this again. Okay, so you have to take care of your feelings and your emotions before taking care of others. You should take care of yourself, only then you can take care of others. Okay, and now is a good time with this Star card and with Page of Swords and with the Fool card. So this is a good time that you are open to new beginnings and you know, new opportunities in love, but only when you will be ready to take that decision, to make that you know, decision that you were holding on for a very long time. Okay, and if you are able to do that, in the bottom of the deck we have the King of Pentacles. So something stable will come to your way if you're able to make that decision for yourself. So something stable with the King of Pentacles is a very stable person. Someone grounded will come your way, or you have to ground yourself. It can go either ways. Okay, you have to ground yourself. And then we have the Hermit. So you have to come out of that period of seclusion. Some of you might have you know, deactivated your accounts or anything. somebody might have some of you have deactivated your social media, you are out of social media, so that could be the case with you, and because of which this Page of Sword wants to spy on you. Somebody wants to spy on you, but they are not able to do that. Hence, the relationship has entered to a phase of stagnation because neither of you are able to talk. That can also happen. So you have to come out of this period of seclusion, okay, this hermit mode. You have to work on yourself, okay, you have to work on this situation. You have to put in that efforts, you have to put in that hard work. Only then you will be able to overcome this Three of Sword moment that you have had, which is causing you sleepless nights, anxiety, depression and everything. Then you will be able to overcome this, okay, and you will be the motherfucking empress, okay. So that's it for today's video. Break yourself out of any kind of obsession. Okay, so that's it for today's video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You should subscribe, share, like, comment. Let me know if this resonates with you, and I will speak to you on January 2019.